everybody, it's Debbie and you're at your home, your happy place. Thank you for subscribing, you guys. I am so grateful. You guys pushed me over the 8,000 mark and it's been a long time coming and I'm so thrilled. Thanks so much. And if you're new today, I hope you decide to subscribe. It's free. While you're watching, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And here we are. I'm doing fall styling today. I'm going to give you 3 vignettes. And when I say vignette, it's styling on a flat surface most of the time. And mine is going to be on a chest in the hallway. And I'm going to be doing 2 areas in my family room, my coffee table and then a sofa table. But that's not all. I am collabing with a friend, Dawn, at Ginger Jar Lane, and she's going to be doing 3 vignettes today. So you're going to get double for your trouble, and I'm going to put her link below. Let's take a peek at what she was doing last fall in her entryway. Didn't you just love her, her blue and white plates? I loved what she did on her wall and that chest or hutch, so pretty. So she has some of the same love of the blue and white. So hopefully you will enjoy seeing her today. I am going to put a link underneath in the description box, but if you don't do that, it is Ginger Jar Lane. Just check it out on YouTube and you'll find Dawn. Tell her I sent you. Let's begin. Here's where we're going to start with our vignette. First vignette of the day, and I really don't know exactly what I'm using, and I don't have pumpkins out here. I think we'll start with this. This was from my haul this year. Oh, yeah, I got this one at Kirkland's this year, and I'll see if I can link it below. You guys, I just joined Like to Know, and I'm still learning my way around. I don't know yet if Kirkland's is one of their retailers, but if it is, I'll be able to start linking that as well. This, I love the chocolate. I love the gold. And I'm going to center this here, and I think I'm going to do something obviously behind it. This is not substantial enough. So what have we got? So I have some different baskets. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do with that one. So I'm going to use this nesting set here. Probably a find from Hobby Lobby. But not this year. Don't know how long I've had this. Yeah, I love bringing in that texture. Let me push it back so it stands up a little straighter. I love the height I'm able to bring in. And now the perfect piece on here could be floral, but I think I might be going a little floral over here, and I don't want to overdo. I'm going to pop in something tall here, like the candlestick holders. These also were from the thrift. Well, I wouldn't call it a thrift store. I've told you before. It's called Avant Garden, and it is really nice estate sale pieces. Here we go. All right, let's step back. I have to get on the other side of the couch for you to see. Okay, I like that the height. It's, you know, I just don't like everything to be all one level. So this is a spot where and I'm going to have to get scissors, but where I had been looking for candle rings because I felt like this would be a really good place to bring in some fall color, because right now I'm all brown, very, very neutral, and this is going to pop so good on this color. Okay, I'm not sure. You saw these in my haul. These are my chinoiserie LED. I don't have the batteries in, but I will by the time we're done. Candles. They came in a set of 3, all different sizes. I'm using the tallest 2 here. Now, I'm doing this to bring a little bit of my chinoiserie to this spot. So I'm going to bring in another piece of wicker that is a little darker. And again, you're seeing all my base pieces, the foundations are really blending. So I do need to pop it. I think I'm going to try these, which I bought on Amazon. They're curly cues. I showed them in the haul. And I need to get some floral wire. And I'm thinking of attaching here and here. And then I need to go find some pumpkins, like a big one and then maybe some small ones to spill out. Let me leave a little bit here to tuck and see if that works. Of course, there's wire in here. There we go. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to add one on the bottom here. Oh yes, this is going to be so fun. Okay, you guys, I'm telling you, I've never been a DIYer. I've always wanted to be. I got rid of all that stuff because I never did it. And having a YouTube channel, having other YouTubers inspire me, like just saying Mother Time really inspired me last, I don't know if it was spring, where she was decoupaging things, and I thought, I want to do that. I added napkins to those candelabras of my chandeliers in my kitchen. And it was like, wow, that was so fun. It made such an impact. I got so many compliments from people coming into the house. I didn't even think people would notice because, you know, it's up in the ceiling, but they did. Okay, this is the look I wanted. So now I'm going to go find a big pumpkin and see if we can pop it in there and do some stuff. I found a slew of pumpkins that I thought might work. This is the only one that's fabric. A couple of oranges and, oh, I guess I just have one that is cream color. I think I want to try this big one because he's probably the right size. Yeah, I think the others may be too small, but ooh, I like that. Oh, I do. Okay, let's try them all. We'll just try them all. This one's also exciting to me. Another one that's probably the right size. I will have to get back to look at that. I am not sure. I don't think it looks bad, but let's not see. We don't have orange in here at all, except this little bitty bit. And I don't anticipate having a lot more on this table. So I really do want to bring in some. Now I could do some smaller ones and do that could be cute. This is a pretty one here. Yeah. Again, I like that. Here, let me grab some little orange ones. And I could pull some of mine. I don't see this over here though. I just don't see it. So, and I know this isn't, I'm just trying to get an idea. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go, right now, I'm gonna go with the bigger orange one, the first one I put in there. And I'm gonna move on. And when I get done with this, I'm gonna reevaluate and see, do I wanna put some leaves in there or, let's see, am I using that for something? Yes, I am. So when I was upstairs looking for pumpkins, I found this. I just threw some leaves in there, grabbed some more pumpkins and leaves, but this is a really beautiful bowl. I'm sure it was Home Goods. It does have little bitty pumpkins and leaves on these copper handles, very substantial, and I am going to use it for the potpourri. Ooh, one of those pods with a little glitter. This is Madison Garden. And I was not able to find it on Amazon. I thought it was a boutique, but I will see if somebody that is in my Like to Know account carries it. I think I can look up like that. Oh, and I know it comes with the bottle, so I don't want the bottle ending up, there it is. I don't want the bottle ending up in there. Pumpkin, that's the flavor. So wow, this is a lot of, I wouldn't even call this so much potpourri. It looks like a bunch of nuts. It's just very different. Look at that. That's so cute. I'll put you in the center. And some leaves that have fallen off of either garland or wreaths, I don't know which. And I want to see that. There we go. All right, so I need something here. I have pumpkin, I have orange, so we're bringing orange. A blue would be nice, however, I just don't feel it. And I really want to shake up the vignette with something a little different. So this is when you could take a very sentimental piece or something that you just treasure that makes your heart happy. And that's what I'm going to do. This is coral. And I love the architectural feel of coral, and I love this piece. And I love now that I brought in something very light and bright, because everything, even though the orange pops, it's all still in that darker mode. So this really brought my eyes over here. And again, there's no right or wrong thing. You could add, instead of this, you could have added some, a little collection of family photos. You could have tied a ribbon or twine around this. This I want to play with. It does not feel finished to me. I'm trying to do this with one hand. I don't think I'll be able to, so I'm showing you. I just took a garland that's kind of more muted than these colors, and I'm going to stuff it in the bottom. It won't be trailing out or anything. I really just want it as a backdrop for that orange pumpkin. I think that did it. The leaves are so dark that they really are not competing with my really pretty bright curly Q stems. And yet they filled in that little space that just made the pumpkin look like it just wasn't, it was floating. It wasn't nested in there. So I think I really like it like this. All right, I think this vignette is done. All right, next we're going to style my coffee table, and I've pushed my sofas way away. Several of you at times have said, "Do you need rugs and an area rug in here?" And I've said no, because I have two pups, and the one was very young. She is now, when's her birthday? I think she's 2 years old. So she still will go to the bathroom on a rug, but typically she does it on really thin things. And I've had these two rugs, so yes, I'll tell you about that in a second, but these are my favorite brand. I always say it wrong, Safave. I just love them, and I believe I probably bought these two to go in one of the bedrooms. So yes, I pushed them together, and I pushed them together matching the patterns. You can see them off just a tad, and you can see a little bit of a space. But really, if you have two runner rugs, you actually could do this. You could do it more scientifically than me. You could put the sticky stuff on the floor, on the back of your rug, and stick it down and have it work. And I should do that. So I love it, and it makes me very tempted to consider a real area rug now. You don't want to invest in something like that if it's going to get ruined. So it does bring in the blue that I'm using for my fall. And then I feel like it just kind of has a fall flavor to it with some of these darker tones and then the green. So I love it as a backdrop. But we're just going to do really simple coffee table styling right now. I am going to start with a runner. Originally, I had planned on doing the table runners. I bought 3 of those really wild chinoiserie ones. But when you put down a pattern like this on the floor with your rug, you do have to consider that the things that are going to be next to it may not work. So I went with a solid, and as you can see, it kind of goes with that particular color there. And this burnt orange is throughout my house for one of my main fall colors. This was from my fall haul from Hobby Lobby. Playing off of this vignette, I wanted a tray, and I tried a couple things, and this is one that I found this past, I think, spring. Ouch. I don't really remember where. I know you can find these often at TJ Maxx or Hobby or Home Goods. So I'm going to start with a couple of books. And you guys, I know you're seeing this. In fact, I just got some other ideas. But you're seeing a lot of black books stacked and tied with twine right now. And maybe they've put a charm on it. That's what just came to me, because I do think I've seen some where they've just had some little charms, which you could probably pick up at Michael's in the jewelry making area. And, maybe that's a fall leaf or pumpkin or something, or just something that you like. But I can't remember what drew me to it. I really think there was a charm in one. And I was at a boutique, and it's like, I think it was $19. I thought, okay, it's under 20. That's cute. And then I just thought, Debbie, you read so many books, and I do. And I love Kindle, but I also love a hardback book more than a paperback. And so this goes against a migraine to remove cover jackets. I saved them. I just, for the first time, threw some out because I'm like, you've read these. You're not going to read these again, most likely. You're using these for decor now, for risers. And this candle was Hobby Lobby this year. I'm going to put this around it. So really, I don't know how important that little touch is, but we'll see when it's all said and done. This is Hobby Lobby. This is a basket I bought at a boutique for like $16, I recall. Something I think you could find at a thrift store for probably $1. I have these 2 bouquets of mums And I'm just gonna pop these on either side. I don't want them to look totally separated, so I'm gonna flip some of the flowers on either side. Then this bow, I did not make it, but, so it's a satin ribbon, and she's used 2 colors. She's done, what in the world? I'm trying to figure this out here. I mean, there's only 3 loops on this one, so she's done 3 loops, and then she did, how many loops of the plaid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plaid loops, and then she came in with the orange and tied it around into a knot. Now there is floral, but she put this on there just so you could, she fed it through there so you could attach it to something. Okay, I was looking for some things and I grabbed some of the pumpkins that were laying around that I brought down, and I thought, what about, I know I'm good with this the way it is, but how about I add that? And I like it, I do. So I'm gonna leave that there. This is what I was looking for. You can get these, on Amazon, I'm sure. I can link something similar at least. I probably picked these up at TJ Maxx, because sometimes when you're in the checkout, they have some of the cutest little things. I'm gonna set them out on the side here, easy access. And here's the thing. I was walking around the room again, and I'd already decided, Debbie, you haven't put any blue in here. Yes, it's sitting on the rug that has blue in it, so that does help. But I'm incorporating blue in this room, and so I did have this originally planned for the first vignette with a different set of baskets. And so I think I'm gonna come on this side over here and add my touch of blue. So this could have easily been done on that sofa table. It's just another vignette. I could have put the table runner up there, the basket, and done the exact same thing. I have varying heights, different textures and color going on, and it has a lot of visual interest. We're in my rotunda, if you're not familiar with my house. So this is considered the center of the home. I had the builder cut me out a space here, and the electrician put me a light so I could do a picture and then tuck in one of my chests. So I have usually have a little array of birds. This is a mess. I've taken some of the stuff down. And this is some of the stuff I'm thinking about using, but not all, because I don't know what I'm doing. So I really liked this for the spot because it's just got a hint of orange, but it's got a lot of nice green and all of this natural with the pine cones, and then it's in wood. I thought that would be pretty with this. But I'm kind of thinking, oh gosh, I kind of want to do it at an angle. Okay, I like that. Oh my gosh, so I didn't set it down. I pushed it at an angle between here and there. Okay, really heavy, like really, like these are cast iron. I don't know where I got them. Wow. Ugh. So I'm kind of repeating what I did downstairs. All right, I found these real wax candles. I didn't see anything in true fall colors, meaning like a brown, orangey, that type, but obviously this is a great color. Not to mention I have a green chest, and then there's a lot of green in this picture. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these. I think they're great. I found a book. This is something that I got at Michael's last year. They're storage, empty, they're lined, they're really cute. And there was 3 different sizes, and I got 3. The other 2 I was going to style downstairs, but you know, this is how I work. Whatever's next, getting styled, gets first pick, and the other has to wing it. So yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna put a pumpkin there. I chose this gorgeous velvet gold pumpkin with a coppery stem. I really do not know where he's from, but he really is picking up the color. Yeah, I like that. All right, so I got this wood bowl last year at a little boutique in town, and they had this big scoop of potpourri, and we're talking teeny weeny potpourri. So you would scoop it up and you paid by the weight of it, and it still smells. I stored it in a Ziploc over this past year. I know. So downstairs I did the exact opposite. I had these 2, it wasn't those, but 2 candlesticks over here and a bigger bowl of potpourri. So yeah, if you've got something that works and you like it, it's a great thing to repeat if you've got the stuff to do it. Now I kind of want an antique clock on here. Ooh, it'd be really nice to have a mantle clock. I don't own one, and I don't have an antique clock, but I went downstairs and found this guy who has a natural home here with the birds. I think this is great. He needs a new battery. I'm just sitting there looking to see what time it is. That's really not the time, and it's not moving. I like that. So we got a little metal going on, and the birds accenting without me really putting a bird, but maybe I will. And I'm thinking, again, I've got to do it. I'm going to cut this garland. It's not going to hurt it. I'm going to cut this garland and see if I can drape it around the 2 candlesticks. So I actually took the rest of this garland that I cut and just tucked it up kind of behind that. I started to weave it through, but it was taking away some of the character that I loved in this. But it's just enough, and the color, how it's drenched here, it really just is picking up some of the color in the pictures. I love that. What a simple vignette, and I'm gonna step away and see if we can get a better picture. I can't go back very far because there's a railing. Here's the chest. Light above on that painting, and then you can see the vignette. Nicely scaled. I think it looks pretty good. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. I hope you were inspired by something that I did. 3 vignettes. Guess what? If you're looking for more, don't forget to check out Dawn's channel at Ginger Jar Lane, where she's got 3 fall vignettes coming for you. Please tell her that I sent you, and if you would be so kind, give her a like, give me a like, and subscribe to her and me if you're not subscribed to me. I'll be linking everything I can below, and follow me at Instagram. I wish you the best rest of your week till I see you again. See you in the comments, I hope. Bye.